Despondent, gutted. I don't know, I've had such a blast out here. I really didn't want to go home, and I thought we were going to do it today.
Harry Kane, my opinion, 3 years past his sell-by date.
Too early. I'm not one of these that slags Southgate off. He's done us proud. He's done great. So I think that's for not even for a fan to make that decision after the game, is it?
To be honest, I think we played well enough to get a result there. I'm just happy with the guys. I think I've been to enough England matches where we don't even, we're trying to nick a 1-1 or a 0-0 and go for extra time. I think we played aggressive enough to get a result. Harry, he doesn't miss pens, and he's missed probably the most important one of his life, but he's scored enough for us that we can't be upset.
Glorious failure, isn't it? England every time in the knockouts. If you were to write a script beforehand, I think that'd be it. Kane over the bar. He puts them away every week, and God, you just can't write it. I don't think anyone's to blame, to be honest. I think the game plan was executed well, much better team. Ref wasn't really in our favour for most of the game, and then that pen miss at the end killed us.
Harry Kane missed a penalty, and he's the one person that I said, well, before he took the first one, I said he's the one person that I'd put my life on scoring a pen in the World Cup in a pressure moment. Then he got one again and didn't, so I was wrong.
Despondent, gutted. I don't know, I've had such a blast out here. I really didn't want to go home, and I thought we were going to do it today. Big Harry, what a miss, and you'd bank him, wouldn't you? Well, just wasn't to be.
Harry Kane, my opinion, 3 years past his sell-by date. Get rid of Kane, he's nothing but a disappointment now.
We were sat 8 rows back behind the goal. Penalty skied straight over our heads. Gutted, mate. Gutted.
Thought he was going to Panenka it. Thought he was going to Panenka it. Glory.
But to be fair, second half we've come out firing and we were all over them. I thought all over them. So fair play.
I would have given Wilson a good crack at that. Wilson would have played that lane fantastically. Fantastic would have played that lane. Harry Kane, not for me. Never has been.
The referee was absolutely appalling. He didn't want us to get anything at all, and he wouldn't give it, even the blatant penalty at the end, he wasn't interested in.
It's absolutely shocking. He didn't even give that pen that was clear by a mile. That's get VAR involved to give it, but yeah, at the end of the day, we just got on looking. Can't fault the performance, can't fault the players. Just wasn't our day.
The referee I thought was shocking. I look at it back, but I thought the referee was really poor. Something like 15 to 8 shots for us. We were the better side. Should have been.
He scored a penalty, he missed a penalty, but that's because he's a chosen penalty taker. He's a chosen penalty taker. It's as simple as that. He's past his best.
Absolutely appalling. How the penalty had to go to VAR for the second penalty is beyond me.
Referee was poor, definitely poor. I think I've heard from friends back home that we should have had a penalty in the first half. Saka was fouled for their goal, but at the end of the day, we played really well. And I think on another day we could have, Kane doesn't miss penalties like that normally, does he?
I'll keep Gareth Southgate in. Yeah.
Get Pep, get him out of Man City.
No, City. Don't worry about that.
Because there was talk around us about subs too late, etc. tonight. I thought we were on top, so why would you change it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
should have won the game.
Yeah,
should have won the game.
Or at least go to extra time and see what happens. But it's what it is.
Morocco next time. Morocco from now on.
Morocco, yeah.
Southgate's got to step down. He's too defensive. He's a defender. And the French were there for the taking today, and we didn't do it. If we're going to get beat, I'd rather play great football and get beat than playing the dire stuff that we've had a couple of games.
Keep Southgate, at least give him to the next Euros. He's shown this tournament that the players back him, the fans back him, and I don't think it was at fault today for that loss.
I did have a feeling that this could be his last tournament. I genuinely don't know.
Too early. I'm not one of these that slags Southgate off. He's done us proud. He's done great. So I think that's for not even for a fan to make that decision after the game, is it?
I've not been Gareth's biggest fan, but at the end of the day, we shaded a very good France side who are probably going to go on to win back-to-back World Cups there, as well as get to the final of a Euros and the semi of a World Cup. So you can't go against his resume, but I think it might be the time for a change at the same time. It's a bit of a weird one, but I don't really care either way at the minute. Just pin the country's hopes on Jude and give him the armband.